In the previous videos, we've learned how to use Orange to perform various data mining tasks. In one of the videos, we used artificial neural networks to classify some numerical and categorical data. In the following videos, we will see how to use the artificial neural network to classify images and text. However, to do this, we will need to switch from Orange to a programming language. We will use Python and the TensorFlow library from Google to perform our tasks. Today, we will start by introducing how to use Google Colaboratory for executing our Python code. Google Colaboratory, or Colab, is a web-based application that allows to execute special documents called Jupyter Notebooks. These documents contain a mix of text, images, and code that can be executed on your browser or on the powerful Google servers. We will come back to this in a while. All that you need is your computer, tablet or iPad, a web browser, and a Google account. Let's see it in action. Let's open our favorite web browser. Type colab.research.google.com on the address bar and press Enter. In a moment, you will be presented a web page. This is already a Jupyter Notebook containing a mix of text and code. Before we can run it, we should sign in into our Google account. If you don't have one, please sign up for a new account. Now click the Cancel link on this window. OK, now we are set to go. Once you scroll this page, you will find that there is some formatted text, like the Getting Started section. This text is not static, it's a markdown cell. You can use it to document and enrich the presentation of your results. It can be changed by double-clicking on it. Once you do it, you are presented an interface to write and modify the formatting of the text. Here you can use HTML and a special formatting language called Markdown. A simple example of Markdown is to set bold a part of the text by enclosing it with double asterisks. If you look at the preview on the right, you can see that the part of the text has been transformed. Now try to change it to single asterisks on both sides, and you will change it to italic. Other commands will allow you to insert images, links, and so on. Finally, to save the changes, double-click on the text preview on the right. The next cell is a code cell. Here you can write your Python code. This cell has not been executed, as you can see from the empty square brackets. If you click on the play button that appears when you hover the code cell, the cell starts to execute. At the end of the animation, you will find a green tick to its left. If you click on another cell, you will find that inside the brackets now appears a number, 1 in this case. This is the execution order in this notebook. What happened just now? We executed a Python code. We reserved a space in the system memory, on your computer in this case. We assigned it the name seconds in a day. And after the computations, Python wrote the results in it. Now that the cell is executed, this value is stored in memory and we can use it in other cells. In the previous code cell, we computed the value on how many seconds there are in a day. In the next cell, we will compute the value of the seconds in a week. To do this, we will use the seconds in a day variable value and multiply it by 7. Click on the play button and execute the cell. After a short while, the cell is executed and the value is reported in the cell's output. A Jupyter Notebook is much more powerful than this. We can use it for our data science projects, for example for visualizing our data. Next cell will perform this task. For example, we will display a chart. In the first 2 lines, we import some libraries that allow us to write code for numerical data and visualization of charts. Then we generate some random data and plot it to the web page. When you execute the cell, you will have a sample chart produced on the fly. Now, let's try to change the color of the chart. To do this, you can modify the code by changing the face color from G to pink. Execute the cell again, and the chart will change accordingly. That's all for today. In the next videos, we will see how to perform data mining tasks. We will use the Google TensorFlow library to set up artificial neural networks for classification of images and text. Ciao!